Alright guys, I've got an hour and a half till sunset, and I've got to pick a location to set up my shelter, light a fire, and get some food cooking. So I'm just gonna walk along these woods in that direction until I can find a good spot to set up my shelter for the night. Alright, here's the river. I'm just gonna keep traveling that way in the woods. Alright, I found a good spot at the bottom. I'm gonna go down to the river and then start walking on the banks of it. Alright, here we go. Alright, let's go down that way. Alright, I think I found my shelter spot. It's right next to the river. I'm gonna clear away all these twigs and stuff, and I'm gonna set up my tent, and we're gonna light a fire. Alright, yeah, about finishing up clearing this area of the major stuff. I think it's good to set up for the night now. So I'm gonna show you how to set up a tent first. So first you wanna get out, you wanna lay it flat on the ground, and then you wanna get out these, and you wanna just connect them all together like this. End of it into a corner, a hole at the very bottom, and then you'll move it around and go to the other side. You want to go to the middle of the tent and take this part and then hook it over both of them. Like that. Now you want to clip all of these edges parts onto these parts, and then it'll be good to go. Okay, so now that I've got all the hooks clipped, we're gonna put the rain fly on the top. And lastly, we're gonna put the stakes in the ground for the tent. There we have it, our shelter for the night. Now we're gonna make a fire. Alright, now we're gonna try to find a good spot, probably down by the riverbed, to light a fire. As I'm walking down here, I see some good spots. I think what would be nice is if we had one right along this wall, kind of like right there, so I could sit and tend to the fire. Alright, so I went and collected firewood over there, and I had to go all the way around there because of this big ditch. I didn't want to go through the firewood, so then I chucked it over, and here it is. So I'm gonna go collect this. Found this on the ground. It's actually already chopped, kind of nice. I'm gonna bring that over to my fireplace and get my fire lit. Okay, we got our tinder right here, and then we got our smaller logs all the way up to our bigger logs. I think we're gonna get this lit. Okay, so I've got this grass here, and then I've got my ferro rod, and I'm gonna try to light this grass with my ferro rod to light the fire. The light stuff with a ferro rod is you take the back edge of your knife and then you scrape it against the ferro rod to make sparks like that. I'm just gonna try to get this going like this. There we go. Alright. Alright, we're gonna get this lit. Okay. Hopefully that'll get lit. I'll check in with you guys later. Alright. So we got our fire going. Alright, yeah, so it is raining outside and it's supposed to rain for another 30 minutes or so. So I'm gonna wait it out. Alright guys, so the fire got put out by the rain. And we're gonna eat some protein bar and other rations now. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. I'm gonna pack up and head out. See you guys next time.